Hello, if you could subscribe to my channel or like this video or leave a comment, I'd appreciate it very much. Thank you very much for watching. Before on the last video, I talked about tools, Lord Muck and talking about tools and how to start off and all that, and I show how you can make your own tools, make templates to make your own tools. So this is a steering wheel puller. I won't go into it more. I'll leave a link in the description down there, or I'll put it up there when I get the time in. So I've done this now. I showed how to make that. You can watch that. So I found this piece of plate then. So I found this old plate then. I'm trying to line up now. So I cut this out the bare minimum size, around it. So it's a bit of funny shape. Because I was looking for something I could use in. But this is big enough and I can just put it there, and I could actually make this bigger and make it more triangle shaped. So at the moment now I'm trying to figure out if any of these holes line up. I can get one hole to line up anyway and say put it there or something and it'll line up. But I need to see if I can get a couple of them to line up and minimize the waste then. So I'm trying to figure that out. So for that tool as well, that's a steering wheel puller. For that tool as well, I've got this old shaft of an old puller, and it's quite fine thread and has a nut on it. I won't go into it today. If you want me to go into it as a subject, leverage. So you've got a fine thread like this. It'll give you actually more leverage and more power to pull stuff. And I have these old, I have a box of old telegraph and electrical pins. I bought them at the sale. We have some ourselves, but we use them up as the only thing. But I bought a bucket full of these at the sale. Old telegraph poles that. We have loads of these bolts on them and fittings. So I got a bucket of these bolts in. And these are 5/8, 16mm 5/8 bolts. Probably 5/8 for quite old. And I've freed the threads up and got nuts on them and oiled them. So I'll make these into my legs. So I'll cut the heads off and I'll bend these into like a J shape. And I've got plenty of length now, and I've got plenty of length for this, so it'll give me quite a bit of adjustment. Different steering wheels have different offsets and all that, so I'll have plenty of adjustment for those. So and we actually had this puller at the sale, and it's an oddball two-leg puller, probably car job, so it'll be the ideal thing for this. So it's actually puller thread on it. So I'll drill these holes 5/8, and these will work as the legs for it. And I'll drill this out pilot hole in, but I might leave it to see if I can actually get a nut for this. If I can't get a nut for this, I'll have to get a big bolt and a nut that I can actually use to put in the middle. But that's another. So I've been messing about with the template, and by the time I try to line up one of these, one of those, or one of these, like another one cuts into it and it's a bit off. So I've just put it just bang in the middle of all the holes and added a bit of meat so I can have straight lines, nice triangle. It's a bit, isn't quite even, but as I explained in the last video, this isn't even, and I explained there. So it'll be a nice triangle shape anyway. So I've left a little mark there to show where I lined it up, because I can go here quite a few ways. So this way is suited best because I need a bit more meat this side, and I had a bit more, I could leave it this more straight and but more back here, so works best like that anyway. So I'm going to actually work this backwards. I'm going to cut this out first, then I'll line that up and center punch it, because I got this in the way and everything for drilling, and it's quite a big plate to drill anyway. I don't think this will be quite a handful to hold a pillar drill in. So I'll cut it first now, plasma cut it out. I've been using this silver streak pencil now. I haven't actually used it for cutting anything yet, but it's supposed to hold up to a plasma cutter, as your plasma cutting won't blow off or melt, supposed to be. So I'll test that now. When only thing, I'm not sure when I'm going to post a video on comparison of these versus pencils versus soapstone, but I'll leave a link up there on. And this is between the two. I quite like these. Okay, so I've plasma cut this out now. I need to there's a hole right here. So I need to just curve that round and grind it back down, but I'll leave it for now. So I'll add a picture now of this silver streak about here somewhere, and showing you. So as I cut in on there, you can see the outline where I left, you know, it was a bit bigger, or I didn't want to outline. It was left on it, so this doesn't melt, just burn away or melt away. Well, it will go when you cut it, but near the cut, it doesn't actually go. So I'm quite impressed with that. Mark all silver streak will focus. I'm quite impressed with that. So this is definitely a favourite to me now for marking in. So after I've plasma cut this out and ground the edges very nice, I need to cut that off now and grind that again round. But I've used some Pritt stick now, just gone round the outside of it, and a little dab in the middle because of the hole there, and I stick it down so it's nice and flat on it, and it won't move when I'm hitting. I'll do this. So I'll just do now is center punch all around it, and it won't move for you, and still hold it in place. But I'll have to clean it off after drilling or that. Before welding or painting, you'll have to clean off the glue. I just put a little tiny bit around, so it just holds it down. Hold it nice and tight down. It's a bit in the middle, just hold that down. So next job, center punch. So I've punched all the holes through the template now. And I'll rip this off now, and we'll do a pilot hole first, a small hole. Then I'll go a bit bigger, and then we'll go to the 5/8. And just do this hole, and then need to cut heads off these ready. We grind this galvanizing off so it doesn't put out the fumes when you heat it up to bend them again. Okay, thank you for watching. Goodbye for me from now on.